Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Today I'm going to show you how you can set up the Jenkins in a Docker container. And for that purpose, we are going to use the Jenkins official image and we are going to use the Jenkins LTS version. So you can navigate to this URL, hub.docker.com, and find the official Jenkins. And we are going to use the LTS version. So my content which I'm sharing with you guys is actually a production ready environment. So let's begin. Um, First of all, you need a virtual machine. I mean, you can use the Amazon Linux EC2 for this demo. I'm gonna use the EC2 Amazon Linux AMA. So first of all, make sure that you should, I guess I'm not logged in. So I'm gonna log in to this machine. We are setting up this on AWS. So for this purpose, as I told you that we are using the Amazon Linux. So in order to install the Docker on Amazon Linux, I'm gonna install Docker first because we are going to use Docker for Jenkins installation. So the command is pretty simple. Im install Docker. So that's all you need. So it will install the stable version of the Docker. So if I do Docker, sorry, Docker version. So 18.09 is the communication and it is the stable version. So it is pretty easy. So what we are going to now make sure that Docker should be running when the system reboots. So systemctl status Docker. So let's start it and enable it. So I'm going to start the Docker and make sure that first see the status, it is running. So I'm gonna enable the Docker as well. So it will be available. So also you can add the EC2 user. So you can run the command with EC2 user as well. So if I chmod ag, I guess I forget the command. I guess I have to go little bit up. hmm Anyway, that is not really important. but still I'm going to show you the command as well, so you can use that as a user as well. So guys, this is the command. You can add. Uh, Currently, I have a user cloud user, so I'm gonna add this user to Docker group. So it will enable to run command as a Docker user. So anyway, so okay, let's navigate to our main job, and for this demo, you can use my repository uh, and navigate to Docker, and the link I will provide you in the video description. So you can run the install Docker on Ubuntu. If you are using Ubuntu, you can use the Ubuntu as well. So and the best idea if you set up any containers, uh, that would be great. That if you set up your own network, I mean, for this, the reason for that, if you're using it in a single machine, this enables you to um, service. This enables the service discovery between the containers. I mean, if you use the default setting and do not create the network, what it does, the service discovery by name is not enabled. I'm going to show you that as well. So anyway, we are going to create that network. The network name and the is Cloud Allegiant, and the driver we are using the bridge networks. So if I do Docker network ls Docker network, okay, ls. So bridge is there. So I'm going to create this Cloud Allegiant network. If I do Docker Network LS, you will see that Cloud Allegiant is there. So the other command, what we are going to use for the deployment of this Jenkins, first of all, I'm going to show you, we are using the root user for the security purpose. Uh, it is not highly recommended, but if you're using, I mean, in a separate EC2 instance or in an internal network, that would be fine. Why I'm using the root user? Because of the because of the permission. I mean, if I don't use it with the user root, it will not gonna start. So, but for that, the best practices I'm gonna show you. First of all, the very best practices as far as the security is concerned. So I'm not going to use the user root in that. And first of all, let me show you that why I'm using the user root. So I'm using the this version, and I'm using this flag dash is restart unless stop. It is just like flag which will enable the Docker container if the machine reboots. It is gonna automatically start the Jenkins service. So what I'm gonna do is to show you guys that why I'm using the user root for this demo. If I remove this user root, the persistent volume, I'm gonna use it, and let me show you that as well. It will pull the Jenkins image from the official Docker Hub repository of Jenkins. So It will take just a while. So if I do docker ps-a, it will show me the all containers. So it is restarting. So I'm gonna do docker remove hyphen f and remove the Jenkins. Okay. So if I do docker remove, so it is a directory created. It doesn't really matter. So okay, I'm gonna still use the command, and let's see with the flag interactive in a demo mode. So I'm gonna show you the flags for Docker Jenkins without user root. So I'm gonna again remove it. Okay, so first of all, let's see the best practices. Let's remove this Jenkins directory as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create Docker volume, Docker volume. Let's say Jenkins. Okay, Docker vol create volume. I guess. Yeah, create volume. Oops. Docker volume create. Okay, Docker volume create Jenkins. Okay, this is the volume we have created, and if I do Docker volume ls, so Jenkins. Oops, I have put Jenkins. Yeah, okay, Docker volume remove this one. Uh, Jenkins. Okay, I'm gonna create Docker volume create Jenkins. So if I do Docker volume ls, Jenkins is there. Okay, so the reason for creating this volume is that the Docker will automatically manages the permissions. If I run the same command without the user um, root, it will run perfectly because it will manages the permission itself. Let me show you that. Actually, I'm sharing the every bits uh, of production ready setup with you guys. So it will this is the troubleshooting, and it will also help you to understand how the permission in Docker works, and how persistent volume works. I mean, you see now the permission are gonna be working fine if I do the uh, same command, but you see the we are using the Docker volume. So if I do Docker ps-a, you see our container is running. Okay, I'm gonna remove it and remove for okay Jenkins. Okay, so this is the best practices. Let me show you one thing as well. And if I run the same stuff, and if I do Docker exec into the exec interactive Jenkins. Okay, okay. So I'm in the container. So if I do apt update, it will say permission denied because we are not root here. So if I do who am I? So it says Jenkins. So it is by default Jenkins is not allowed to install any plugins or anything else. So when you're not a root uh, in a container, how you can install packages. Let's say, let me show you that. If I exit it, if I do docker ps-a, we have Jenkins running. Okay, so if I do docker exec, I'm gonna use the I'm gonna use the user root, and I'll do interactive Jenkins, and I wanna uh, enter into that particular container. Okay, see, the hash sign is there, which means I am logged in as a root. So if I do apt update -y, I'm able to run the commands. So as a root. So this is the little bit of basic with regard to the Jenkins container. So okay, now for this demo, as I told you, I'm gonna use the user root. Okay, so for my oops, and I'm gonna show you the uh, detail with regard to the Jenkins setup. So if I scroll down, first of all, I'm gonna show you in this video that we are running the Jenkins without HTTPS, and in my next video, I will show you how you can set up the HTTPS on the Jenkins if you wanna run it on a public domain. Okay, so with the IP or with internal hosted zone or private hosted zone, you can use uh, non-HTTP or HTTP. I mean, you can log in with the VPN. How to set a VPN, you can watch those videos of mine as well. So what I'm gonna do is to show you guys that I'm gonna use the user root, and we are going to use the following command. Let me show you that. Okay, so just a minute. So I'm gonna use this command, which docker. So it will automatically take this variable. So what is the benefit of using this command? So this will enable us to run the Docker inside the Jenkins. So let me show you that. If I do Docker ps-a, let me see that. Okay, Docker remove. If you want to remove the running command, this is very dangerous command. Don't use it in a production environment. I mean, if you set up Docker in production, I mean, it will kill the running container. So I'm going to use this command. So as we said, Docker run name Jenkins in a daemon mode network is going to be host. We can, it is not actually an error, it is a warning. We can use the host network, then it is going to use the IP address of that particular host machine. Um, so, but this is the other version. I'm not gonna use this network for the meanwhile. So I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna use the network we have created. The network we have created is the Cloud Elegant. So if I scroll back, I'm gonna use the network Cloud Elegant. Okay, so uh, that's it. If I do ls, okay, if I do docker ps-a, okay, so Jenkins is up and running. If I do docker exec interactive and do Jenkins, why I've used this switch, you guys are wondering. The reason, this is the Docker socket switch mounted inside the Docker container of Jenkins. The reason for that, we can use, by using this command, we can able to build Docker images with this command. So that would be really convenient for us to, you know, set up the Jenkins container by this command. If I do docker exec interactive Jenkins and if I do bash, okay, there's a little typo here. So I'm inside the container. Okay, can I do docker ps-a? You see, I'm inside the container. I'm able to run docker commands. So this is purposely done. So let's say if I do docker login, even I'm able to log in to my Docker Hub repository from inside the Jenkins container. Okay, so this is one of the reason of using this command. So if I show you guys, okay, the IP address, and we will try to access our Jenkins from this IP. Okay, this is my IP, and I'm gonna paste this and try to access via the port 8080. This is the default port of Jenkins, and we are going to use this for the installation purposes. So guys, you see the benefits of using Docker container, because it is not that I'm intentionally used to set up Jenkins, excuse me, in a Docker container, and the companies are now moving um, towards the containerization. So uh, that's why it is better to understand and learn the tips and tricks how you can use Docker in a production. The setup, if you understand Docker, the setup is really easy, and it is a lot more easier for you guys to deploy in production. So let me also show you the, okay, this is the one which is going to be, this is our, okay, even I can type the, I should type the sudo, okay, if I do sudo, okay, 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 even I forget it, I have to use this command docker exec Jenkins inside the container. So if I do cat and use this command, So it will show us the password. So I mean, this is a string which is initially used to set up the administrative password. So we are going to use this one. Mhm. So guys, you see, we are able to set up this Jenkins container successfully in the via the Docker. So I have told you the every trick you need to know about the setting up of uh, Jenkins in a container. It will help you to get started quickly. So that's it. It will install the relevant plugins and everything. And definitely, I'm going to set up the admin password, which definitely I'm not going to share with you guys. So uh, install plugin. This is the just regular setup of Jenkins. So okay, unable to connect. Actually, this browser's actually not really. Let's see, give it a one more try. I'm going to use a different browser, I guess, because this browser is not responding as it should be. So if I do this, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna I'm gonna use this string. So it will show us the installed suggested plugins. I'm gonna install those plugins. So you see, that was actually browser issue. I know that that browser has some issues. So uh, it is pretty simple. I mean, the way you can set up and the way you can use that particular Jenkins, and everything will be set up from that Jenkins. The commands I showed you from the initial setup, if you follow those commands, it really helped you. I mean, for let's say in future videos, I'm going to show you how you can set up the CI/CD through this Jenkins container for our Docker, and that will enable us to use every command as well from that Jenkins. If you want to also set up uh, different way, which I've showed you, the and the more secure way, you can use that as well. So that's it, guys, for my side. If you like this video, please like and share. I'm really looking from you guys the feedback, uh, what you have learned about Jenkins from this video. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.